Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. This pass down the field for Gibbs.
Yeah, we're not going to be pushing me out of the way and coming back.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And unable to connect.
Like I said, that push me out of the way ain't going to work.
Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring
I've seen it too many times before. You got to play a good game against him.
Good closing speed there defensively.
He might beat me, but that little glitch to push me out of the way.
Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This pass down the field for Gibbs. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on.
Sanders. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Wow, I can't challenge it. Okay.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing, Sanders. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll go. Here's Sanders. That is caught. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing again, it's Sanders. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire play.
Touchdown, Browns! Harold Fannin from 6 yards away. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look at them elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it.
Good
Sometimes
catch.
when you take that risk, you understand if
Good
you
catch.
fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now it's gone. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Goff now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And
Catch the pick, Miles.
Couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Roddy Hickman with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
There's a short one caught by Fannin. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Sanders. Checks it down to Judkins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10.
To throw now, here's Sanders. He gets this into the hands of Judkins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
On the 6. Mustang 19. Here we go. Set. Viking 18.
Here's Sanders. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Sanders once more. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
A gain of 10 yards. It's now 3rd down and goal.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Judkins is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kicker on for the
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14, Lions nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own
The
14.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down, Detroit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0.
21, Lions nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust
push him out of the way ain't gonna
in
work,
this
I'm telling you.
situation if they decide to take a shot. Certainly
I know how to defend against it.
Here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
I'll let it go.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
I'll let him go.
Jahmyr
I don't want him to quit on me.
in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room.
How did I miss that? Okay.
They did
All right, let me quit fucking around.
Full half to be played. And of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a two-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Sanders. Under pressure.
All right, now he won't release the ball.
Here is third and quite a ways.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
Sanders to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Sanders setting up a screen for Judkins. Fighting it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
An inside run with Judkins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now the play clock hits 0.
Let me
here,
hike the
and
damn
we're gonna
ball.
get a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Once again, Judkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Quinshon Judkins. His second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
27, Lions 8.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Finds Gibbs on the check down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got it to Williams. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Carson Schlesinger in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. There's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's to the pylon.
It's a pick.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man,
And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
79 Broncos. Tracking 60.
Sanders. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, here's Judkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Throwing, Sanders. Over the middle, complete to Judy. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Judkins. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one is complete to Judkins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A first throw now for the backup Watson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Buffalo 18. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.